Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. First and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Check curls. Kill. Hey, check 24.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Play action. Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Switch. Jump. Just. No. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Get the end, boy. Get the end. Man, that's
Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll have a first down past the 40. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
There we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on third and long. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Flag
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mostert. And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's got Adams on the hookup. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 8. And the Saints.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Out. Check 4. Check 4. Check.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Keep playing hard.
At the 43-yard line.
Woo! Let's get it. Set hut. Come on, the 58. Come on. 61. Nice pass.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson from the shotgun. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First down, San Francisco.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Check it out, Reed. Kill, kill, kill. Kill. It's free. It's free. Kill, 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 kill. Echo, echo.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game, 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Mostert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Ready. Back 25. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A 2-yard loss.
On third down, Ryan. And Adams has it, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on.
21. Hey, Echo.
Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That'll be caught by Kupp. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Shift. Watch the shift. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Go, let's go. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
There you go. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 51, Tom. Let him go.
They go play action with Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Rush in. Rush in.
After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And caught by Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Here's Jackson to throw, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's a definite.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 81 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I got it. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, twist. Watch the twist.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken very short. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Give me some. Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 39, Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Pollard again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. Crunch. 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 Check it back. He's
throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson flush to his right. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
You ain't got nothing. 58 to Mike. Hey, here we go. Show it up. Show it up. Switch. Check. Check 37. Switch.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Collins in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson complete. It's Henry. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
First down, San Francisco.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will get him 1 closer.
49ers 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
17-yard line.
Wait! Hey, gun.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. It's complete to Jerron Brown. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, we're ready. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the safety creep. Shoot.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
59, got it. 51.
Now a play fake here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
He's checking. Crash.
Now a toss coming right side. Pollard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. Stop your whining. 20.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, Jacobs.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Saints on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Ryan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 3, check 3. Slam, slam, slam. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
Now it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics. and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Ryan wants to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really like.
There he goes, right side. And they're going to score. A long touchdown. No flags. No time remaining. And they're an extra point away from winning the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Saints, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.